After the introduction of the S23 line, Samsung is now introducing new foldables. The Z Fold 5 looks refined, has more than enough computing power for multitasking, and excels in all kinds of situations. Still, the question is whether you tolerate many compromises for the top prize, which seem inherent to foldable as we know them now. Let's start with the first achievement of the Z Fold 5 versus its predecessor. For the first time, Samsung has produced a foldable that lies completely flat when unfolded. This is immediately noticeable out of the box, although the rest of the phone differs little in appearance from the Z Fold 4. When folded, the device is also completely flat, with the only criticism being that the camera island makes for a rickety location. All 5 cameras are unchanged in terms of specs and housing. The Icy Blue color is new. Other options are Phantom Black and Cream, which seem to match what is available on the S23 models. Anyone who comes across a foldable for the first time will soon want to test out the function that gives this category of smartphones its name. You can always choose between a large 7.6-inch AMOLED screen, 373 ppi, 2208 by 1768, and a narrow external display, 401 ppi, 2316 by 904. In both cases, the screen has a refresh rate of a maximum of 120 Hz. By default, the screen brightness adjusts automatically. Thanks to the impressive maximum of 1750 nits, the screen is visible in almost all situations and economical where possible. Our test period of more than 2 weeks was enough to make the folding mechanism slightly less stiff, although the process of folding and unfolding always feels solid. According to Samsung, you can open and close this flex hinge 200,000 times without negative consequences. This was also claimed by the predecessor and has not led to any major controversies with the Z Fold 4 so far. It must be said that the chosen formats will not be to everyone's taste. Those who are used to the 6-inch plus size of an S23 Ultra or a Google Pixel 7 or 7 Pro may need some time to get used to the Z Fold 5. On the front screen, the keyboard is very small or huge in landscape mode. The internal display is also ideal for productivity, multiple apps at the same time, or playing videos. Almost every application obeys the transition from one screen to another without too many problems. A clever trick that Samsung uses is that the OS applies a visual filter to blur the resizing of each application. A smart choice because one app switches seamlessly to a tablet version, YouTube, Samsung apps, Chrome, while the other can behave somewhat unpredictably. We are not only talking about graphic design, but also peculiarities surrounding functionality. Multitasking will mainly take place on the internal 7.6-inch screen. After all, the 21.6 by 18 ratio offers more than enough space to place 2 different browser pages or different apps next to each other. That process soon becomes instinctive. While one app is already open, a second one can be placed next to it by directing it to the right place with a single swipe. Up to 4 applications can be run at the same time, although this allows you to virtually get the Z Fold 5 cooking in no time. In standardized tests by Tom's Guide, for example, the relatively small 4400 mAh battery performs above expectations. Anecdotally, battery life never caused any problems. Intensive multitasking depletes the percentage quickly. Running 2 active apps at the same time is not what you expect from a conventional phone, but the Z Fold 5 is practically equipped for it. Those who want to get the most out of the phone may therefore need an extra charging session. With 25-watt fast charging, the phone is not particularly fast in that regard. A foldable has many advantages. Its dynamic character makes it suitable for many circumstances, while the build quality and reliability are now at a high level. At the time of writing, the tested 1TB version is around €1,700 in black, although the specific Icy Blue variant is somewhat more expensive on average. A smaller storage capacity saves a few €100. You will currently find by far the highest prices on the Samsung website, so shop around carefully. Fortunately, most sales points have dropped the recommended retail price of €22.59 for the 1TB version. Either way, it's a small fortune for a single phone, even if it has 2 screens, 5 cameras, and a powerful processor. In the same price range, you can choose the S23 Ultra, an exceptionally strong device with an internal S Pen. As far as we are concerned, the Ultra somewhat throws a spanner in the works for the Z Fold 5. In terms of design, it is an ordinary phone, albeit with the highest quality materials and features. It is Samsung's counterpart to the Pro Max models of the iPhone and the spiritual successor to the Galaxy Note series. For those who are willing to pay for it, a smartphone is recommended without any ifs or buts. The Z Fold 5 is an odd one out in that respect. You must feel the need to sometimes combine a telephone and regularly a tablet in one device. To do this, you accept the sporadic idiosyncrasies when it comes to software support, and you can deal with the unruly aspect ratios. A point of criticism compared to the S23 Ultra is that the S Pen must be purchased separately. It is also a different version than what is in the Ultra, given the fragile nature of the high-quality plastic protective layer on top of the larger OLED panel. In short, a lot is possible with the Galaxy Z Fold 5. If you want to do work on the road without a laptop, you will be fine with the large internal screen. In terms of hardware, there is little to criticize, and Samsung has taken an important step by making the screen flat when unfolded. The software should continue to mature over time, partly due to the introduction of Google's Pixel Fold. Still, you have to seriously ask yourself whether you would not be better off with a classic smartphone. This is even though the Z Fold 5 is a refined implementation of a concept that Samsung is more familiar with than others. So, let us know what you think in the comments section. And if you enjoy the video, give us a thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe for more tech news. See you tomorrow.